channel, changing lives.
Issues concerning parenting, concerning our love lives, concerning our marriages, concerning growing together as family, and any other or many more important topics that will help us strengthen our families as we prepare ourselves for Christ's soon return. The show again is Love at Home, and I'm Afia Sewa Mansa. Thank you so much. Please remember to share, like, and give them to your friends. Today's topic is quite sensitive. It is sensitive because sometimes it is difficult to talk about it. We have people we termed as persons with disabilities, PWDs, and they are in our societies. They are everywhere, at workplace, at the market, at church, in our families. They are with us. How do we take care of persons with disabilities? And disabilities are in various forms. Some are sensory, some is physical, some mental. In all this, how do we bring all these people together in making sure that they are also happy in society or in the community that they are supposed to be? That is why today's topic is all about empowering the senses, time with persons with disabilities. Empowering senses, time with persons with disabilities. On my far left, I have a very beautiful woman. She goes by the name Mrs. Linda Menu Kobia Ahin. I'm within Modu. It's a Sadishiding. Yeah. And so, good evening. Good evening. How is your day? Very good. What is so special about you and persons with disability? What is your area of expertise in that?
Very special.
Okay, how special?
Okay. It's special because I have done all the disability courses.
Hey.
And I know how to live with them and manage them. That is why I say special.
You are a true gift. God bless you. God really bless you. And so you are welcome.
Thank you.
On my immediate left, I have Pastor Makado. Sofo, Majo.
Yeah, we'll be at the actually.
I hope your day has been good.
Yes, by God's grace.
So, told you have something we call APM, Adventist Possibility Ministry.
Yes.
And you are in charge. And so today you are going to be discussing issues bothering or concerning persons with disability. Why that?
When you take the Bible for Seventh-day Adventists, Revelation 14:6 talks about God's message to the everlasting, or let me say, the whole world. And the Bible says that the Lord has sent an angel to preach to every nation, every kindred, every tongue, every people. But we have realized that with regards to the gospel, the church, missionary work, we have neglected people with disability. Some say people less able, however we want to capture it. These people, according to statistics, when they are put together, becomes the third largest continent on earth.
Say that again, you don't mean it.
If we put people with disability together, they become the third largest continent on earth.
Then so we need to handle them well. They should not be swept away like that.
No. They are a greater number to reckon with.
Yeah.
And so we have neglected them in the gospel, Christendom, and then as Seventh-day Adventists. for us as even Seventh-day Adventists, we are way back when regarding reaching up to them.
Yes.
That is why the Lord has brought Adventist Possibility Ministries. It started about more than a decade ago with the name Special Needs Ministries. Special Needs Ministries. And just 5 years ago, the Lord gave us the name Adventist Possibility Ministries.
So far, this is deep.
Even the name.
Yes, even the name, the way it has transformed its name. And then, but I am surprised when you said it's about the third largest continent, looking at the numbers.
Yes.
But I am not too sure anybody thought or knew that you go through this form. Is that not the case?
In fact, with regard to disability, you cannot even predict it. Even as I speak to you, if you are very careful, you can even sense and spot something about disability with me.
Yeah.
And even, let's say that I tell myself as a normal person, the next 1 minute, I can have an accident, I can meet a situation that can change my situation. And so to me, I think to everyone, there's a level of disability, but people, others, their own are more known and seen.
And prominent.
That is why we term them as people with disability.
Well, Mrs. Sahin, so to you, who is a person? Which people are termed as persons with disability?
Okay.
Or the other name is what? Less what?
Less able.
Less
people
able.
have.
Yes.
Okay, at the normal circumstances, anybody or everybody have some form of disability.
Please echo your voice and say it again so that everybody will get to know that we are all the same.
Yes.
We are talking about inclusivity, and it is important. So please say it again.
I said in one way or the other, we all have forms of disability within us, whether seen or unseen. Every person under this earth, you have one form of disability. So the ones that we normally see that we term as disability, but we have the inherent ones. So the ones that we see that we normally say this person have disability, but the word disability will not hold if not the work of you and I that bring disability to the so-called people with less privilege. So if I may say what is disability or the term disability, I normally define it as it's an impairment that everyone have impairments. So the impairment plus the barrier that gives us disability. So if you all have impairments, you are wearing glasses. Without the glasses, you cannot see properly.
Not true.
Yes. So you are impaired.
Yes, I am.
So if we are giving you spectacles for you to enhance your vision,
to aid me,
to aid you, then there is no disability.
Yeah, that is true.
My friend here is blind, but if we can see through our mind.
That is true.
This ball is just aiding us to watch what we are watching, but the seeing comes from the mind. That is why he can walk and maneuver his way through all the environments that he is. So disability is impairment, and then impairment plus the barrier that we normally create for them, that gives us disability. So without the barrier, there's no disability.
Without the barrier, there's no disability. Let's welcome Mr. Isaac Mafo. So Mafo,
hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I love your voice. It's so deep, so masculine. I trust your day has been good.
By the grace of God.
Okay. And how was work today?
It was cool.
Why did you say you were working the other time?
I work with God.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a staff at God.
Okay.
God
All right.
PLC.
All right. Are you in the administration, or which department are you in?
Yeah, I am on the HRN admin office.
Okay. All right. And you're able to do your work perfectly?
Yes.
To God be the glory. Anyway, so you're welcome.
Thank you.
Now let's start our discussion. So we hear Possibility Ministry, which Pastor has said where you are trying to bring people together and evangelize and do God's work. Again, what specific services and support do you offer to persons with disabilities? Pastor?
We reach out to, let me say, 7 groupings. And these 7, let me say 7 or 8. The first is hearing impaired, the hearing impairment, what we call the deaf. And so the Seventh-day Adventist Possibility Ministries is there to minister to the deaf, to the vision impairment, that is the blind, to physical immobility, that is physically challenged, to the mental health challenges, and then the 4th one to orphans and vulnerable children together. The 6th one is mourning the loss of a spouse, so widows and widowers. And then the 7th are caregivers, those who attend to all of this. But in practice, when you come to Ghana, seemingly there's the aspect of the old age. Old age. So the old age. So all these people, our ministry is to recognize that they are important, they are valuable, they are needed, and they are gifted. These are the things the Adventist Possibility Ministry is there to reach out to people less able.
Now, let me come to Mr. Mafo. You are a member of the Adventist Possibility Ministry, right?
Yes.
How do you get your people to come together?
Okay, so so far as I am in the condition, I am used to some of our colleagues. So I attended school with some of the visually impaired persons.
Yeah.
And through them, we are also able to reach out to the others.
Okay.
So there may be people that I may not know, but through friends and colleagues, we are able to reach out to all other persons with disability. So for instance, I have colleagues who are teachers at Bechem School for the Deaf. So to reach out to persons who are with hearing impairment. Yeah. So because they are teachers there, through conversation, they are able to reach out to them and other places.
Yeah.
So that's how we are able to reach out to all these people across the country. So by that, we are able to know our source and come together to make this dream possible.
Mama, what do you seek to achieve when you bring these people together? What is your objective?
My objective is a goal that God said all people, all tribes, all nations to hear the word of God. So when I bring them to go, my heart's full of joy because the mission that God has given it to us, I'm able to fulfill some. So that's a little portion of the activity that I'm doing. It really gives me a sense of humor and a sense of happiness for bringing this underprivileged to light, to see God and to understand God and to understand their fellow human beings. Because in the normal circumstances, they have been neglected for so long. It has come to light that by God's grace that He has given us this opportunity to bring them together to know God and to know the teachings in the church.
Now, I'm still on you, Mommy.
Okay.
We are in the family setting, and sometimes we see some of our friends walking on the street unattended to and all that. What should caregivers be doing? What should we know that we are not doing right?
Okay. Caregivers, first one, you have to get an interest in the job. If you get an interest in it, you can do a marvelous work. It's not anybody can attend to the PWDs. nobody except those who are gifted and those who have interest in them. For, let me say, in the Adventist church, I'm just using it as an example, that's where I know. When we started canvassing for this possibility activity, when you get to some of the pastors, they say, no, we don't have it. But meanwhile, they have it. If the interest is not there, you can't do it.
What was it? Was it stigmatization, or the fact that they didn't know that they have them, or what?
In fact, in our culture, it's stigmatization. You're being tagged that you have this person in your
The
house.
labels are just too much.
The labels are so much. So if I have it, I'll hide it. That is why we are hiding them in our homes, and we polish up in the church, come to sit in the church and listen to the word of God. Because I quite remember when I was doing an APM program in the central region, the central church, I used one Populampo in UCC to teach the Sabbath school. And in the middle of the seat on the down line, I saw a middle-aged woman who was crying, shedding tears. So at the end of the program, this woman hugged me and said, "Madam, I thought they cannot do nothing." That day I wept.
Wow.
Because I know what they can do. So if we give them chances, if we do more the advocacy, and then more awareness creation in the church and in the society, they can bring them on board. And we can also teach them what to do.
Mr. Mafo, give me some of the challenges that usually you would go through.
Okay, in the society?
In society.
Okay.
Even in the family setting, a church, in a way.
Okay, so in our societies, as it has been said, sometimes people revere disability as a form of curse. And for that matter, if you're a person with disability, they feel that you are cursed, so you need not to come close to them. And also they regard it to be an abomination. So for them to even associate themselves with you even become a problem. And as Sofmami mentioned, it's as a result of all these perceptions. That's why they even end up keeping them in their homes without letting them to come out to also showcase what they have in them, because they feel there's nothing that they can do. They feel because they are persons with disability, they can't do anything. So we go through a lot of challenges due to the ignorance, the ignorance of a lot of people. They are ignorant of our capabilities. They feel we can't do anything. And they even feel that if they mean to come close to you, they may also be affected with the situation.
But Mr. Mafu, you are married?
Yes, I am.
And you have children, or you have...
I have a child.
You have a child. How easy or how difficult was it for you
Getting married?
Getting married in your state that you are visually impaired. Was it that easy attracting a woman to yourself?
Getting a woman was not other a problem for me.
Okay.
Because the lady was actually used to my capabilities or the capabilities of persons with visual impairment, because I attended school with her.
Okay.
So for that, it wasn't a problem for her being
to accept you.
To accept
me.
Yeah.
But entering into the family, that's where we encountered the problem.
Oh.
And as I've mentioned, the society is endowed with a lot of perceptions. They hold a lot of perceptions. So even entering into the family, it was, let me say, we needed to fight. We needed to go through a battle before we were able to get the family
to support you.
Yeah. Even during the marriage, when we were even having the marriage ceremony, people were still standing against the marriage, doing a lot of things to
ruin the marriage.
Exactly. So for the perceptions, no matter whatever you do, there's no way that we can eradicate perceptions of people in the society.
Okay. So how did you form your mind against these perceptions or this myth around, what people will be saying?
Okay, so in the first place, I
am asking this because somebody out there may be going through the situation and he's like, after all, what is it? Let me leave it. But you've gone through it and you've done it. So I want you to say how you went about it and what were your measures that you put in.
So in the first place, I motivated myself that no matter whatever happens, I will face those erroneous perceptions. I will face that fight. So I motivated myself that no matter whatever happens, I'm going to fight and make sure I get them convinced, or I synthesize them to also understand that though I am a person with visual impairment, but that does not mean that I can't do anything, or that does not mean I cannot
function
take care,
of
the woman. So in the first place, I needed to get the lady to also convince the parents. So through the lady, I was able to convince the parents. The parents was the first target to convince, to get them understand me. So after that, all other persons was not actually a problem. So the lady actually also stood by me and make sure she convinced the parents, explained things to them, to the extent of even inviting some elders in the church to also come and intervene. And it was through that we were able to get them to understand that if a person with disability, that does not mean you are not also a person, you are not also a human being, or you can't do anything. So and through that, I also managed to follow up to go to the lady's house. So when I visited them and they realized my movements, the way I do things, that's when they became convinced that the person is a person with visual impairment, but the way he moves, he goes by things, nothing shows that he's even a person with visual impairment. So sometimes if we are given the opportunity to showcase our abilities or capabilities, that's when people becomes convinced and know that yes, we can also do something. But if we are being kept in our homes and we are not given the opportunity to come out to exhibit what God has endowed us with, that's when people may end up forming a lot of perceptions about persons with disability.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Mafo. But I guess in all this, education was key.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you were not properly educated, it would have been more serious on your part.
Yes.
When people are using 50% to fight through to get their woman, I'm sure you will use 150% to make sure you get that woman. But let me come to you, my lovely viewer. The topic is becoming more interesting. But when we come back from break, we would want to know, we are preparing for a camp meeting with the persons with disabilities. We want to know what activities will be happening there. What should we expect? And so please stay tuned to this interesting topic when we come back. Remember, we are discussing empowering senses, time with persons with disabilities. Until we come back, please continue the discussion. Be right back. Thank you.
Real Talk is back. After a brief break, we are thrilled to let you know that we are back stronger, bolder, and even more active than ever.
When he makes you feel that what you are doing is senseless, who are you? Sit down. When we are talking, you don't talk. When he began to control you with the power that I am the man of the house. So when I tell you to shush, you need to shush. Don't go there, you don't go there.
We've truly missed you, and we are excited to reconnect and dive into the conversations that matter most. Each week, we take on issues, challenges, and experiences you share with us. Real Talk, a space where real stories meet real solutions.
Hello guys, I welcome you all to Gospel 101 TV show. My name is Selassie Evelyn and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this uplifting journey into the hearts of gospel music and inspiration. What you made ye sui, yet de ekuku dam. Get ready for a television show that will challenge, uplift, and remind you of the incredible power of God. Yeshawo Bose, yet the life-changing stories.
We are not going to marry when we go to heaven. It is very true. But if we are not careful, our bonnet heaven will cry.
Good music videos. So tell a friend to tell another friend, say, Gospel 101 Jumedieno has come. It is not just a show, it is going to be an experience.
Gospel 101, showing this and every Wednesday.
Hello, thank you so much for not leaving us. This is Love at Home on Hope Channel Ghana. This is where we discuss issues bothering the family, the community, and everyone. So today we are discussing empowering senses, time with persons with disability. And we've said a lot where Mr. Mafo shared his experience with us. Pastor has also told us about what APM, Adventist Possibility Ministry, is and the intended program that they'll be having. Now I want to come to you, Sofumami.
Okay.
Ahin. I'm sure everybody was born by somebody or a woman.
Yeah.
So as women are giving birth, one, what might cause some of these disabilities? Then you can tell us, how do we identify them as babies and how do we handle them?
Okay. It all starts when you take seed. We have to eat well, do a lot of exercises before the child comes out. So if the child comes out, you have to notice certain things in the baby. For the first day, if you can show your hand getting close to the eye and you did not blink it, then you know that there is something wrong with the eye.
You mean sensing it?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the natural way of testing it. So you can just pick something close to the eye. He has to blink it. If they don't blink it, then you have to talk to the doctors to attend to it.
Okay.
And then you have to even bank the bed the baby is sleeping in. If it does not turn to where the noise is coming, then you have to work on it.
Okay.
Then we have sometimes we get some liquid fluid in the eye. It sometimes turns in when the time is not due and the baby comes out.
Prematurely.
Premature. Sometimes not premature, but the time is not due before. Maybe you are giving false labor or something to come out.
Okay, okay.
So the eye may curve in. That time is to be given some hours for the baby eyes to turn back to the normal state. Or you may be applying the breast milk on it. If they're not turning, then it will be, you can't, she will say, show me baby.
Okay.
That thing
a squint
can be,
eye.
Yeah, that thing can be worked out. If you do that, it can be corrected.
Okay.
The ignorance of it, that is all.
Okay.
Then it comes to say. So all these things, and we have to visit. Then if the baby is not smiling, you see, the baby has to look at you, then the facial expression too has to talk to you. If all these things is not, then you have to work on the senses of the baby. And then when you get to the crawling stage and it's not able to crawl, we have stages and it's crawling.
Yeah.
All these things you have to take into consideration. If it's not crawling at that moment or at that month, then you have to attend to the baby. And then pointing or the first letter words. If the person cannot speak, if he can speak, he has to say about 6 months going, has to say daddy, or it can be murmuring something.
6 months.
6 months going.
Okay. Depending on the developmental stage of the child.
Depending on the, yes, it has to start doing something that you know that this child or this baby
is an
active baby. All these things have to take into consideration. How he shakes the body, is it dull, or all these things you have to take in per the parents' attitude. If the parents are dull, then you don't bother yourself. But if the parents are active and the baby is cool, then you have to work on it that there is something wrong with the baby.
All right. Okay. All right. So when we see all this, where do we take them to? Does the normal hospital?
Yes, the pediatric hospital.
The pediatric. Okay.
Yes, they will work on it.
Okay.
And if for the moment aspect, then we have physio to take into consideration. For if let me come back to when you are due to give birth.
All right.
And they say push. And you will not push. There is a time for the baby to come. And when the baby lands, it's supposed to cry to take in the fresh air. It means that he has landed on the earth. If that crying does not come, then you start to pray that your baby is a cerebral palsy person. All the nerves has been killed inside before he comes. That is why some people are born
cerebral palsy and the rest.
Yes, the timing, because it's a calculated thing that you have to come normal. But if it delays, all the nerves, because at that moment the air that you give to the baby inside has ceased. It has to come to take the world's air. So immediately when you give birth and the baby did not cry, please seek physio attention so that the nerves can be movable. He can walk and do something on its own when he grows.
So I hope all this education are given at the hospitals, at the prenatal. Is it prenatal?
Yeah.
Antenatal. Sometimes they will not mention it.
Okay.
I get to know when I was doing the disability course.
Okay.
That is where I got to know all those things. At the prenatal care, they just say do exercise when the time can push, but they will not say this. That if the baby did not cry, seek attention from a physio, they will not say it. Maybe except 111 that may say it. That knows. That will teach you that.
Well, we've heard it. Thank you for the education. Now, Pastor, let's come home. What is this program all about?
3 years ago, the Lord inspired us. Around 2016, from the General Conference, the churches in Ghana, especially the South here, we started deaf ministry by training people to be able to sign. But that was not enough. It was there that we started discovering, getting our children, Adventists who are having disability, who have been in the hiding. People started bringing them because we started signing at the church. And so our brethren in Kumasi were able to organize the hearing impairment. And so they've started deaf camp meetings. So for us at the South here, we decided that we are more very well endowed in vision impairment. So we produce Braille. Okay. But 3 years ago, the Lord gave us the inspiration that why don't we bring them together? Because we have marginalized, we have stigmatized against them, we've hidden them. So the essence of the camp meeting is to give them the platform to showcase what they are endowed with.
Wow.
That is why we have named it Empowerment Camp Meeting. And so in the normal sense, for the past 20 years, whenever I go for a camp meeting, I am a guest speaker. I do so many things at the program. But this camp meeting, I only coordinate, we as a team just coordinate. Coordination, prayer, speakers, facilitators, all are done by PWDs.
Wow.
The preaching, last 2 years, the Lord gave 10 souls. Last year, the Lord gave 14 souls.
Wow.
And the preaching, the singing, you come and meet a PWD with the piano, the organ, and you love how the Lord has endowed people, voices. And so Empowerment Camp Meeting is a camp meeting where we invite every Adventist and their friends, because we have gotten to know that about 40 to 45% 50% of the people who attend are not Seventh-day Adventists.
Okay.
So we are giving them the platform to showcase what they are endowed with. And then we invite special people who are knowledgeable, like Sophie Mami Linda and other experts, to help them. For example, in our maiden program, we invited the first blind minister of Ghana.
Yeah.
We invited Ivan Greenstreet
Dr. Dana.
with Dr. Dana. We invited a lawyer, a senior lecturer from the University of Cape Coast. We invited our brother Kabila, who has done a PhD program surrounding PWDs. We invite all these people so that they can empower them. We do games. For the first time, we took them to the beach. It was the first time people felt what a beach is like and all that. And these people are coming from all parts of Ghana: Goso, Bechem, Mkranza, Wenchi, Kumasi, northern parts of Ghana. We have everyone coming in.
So how many people roughly are you expecting? Because I think this program is going to be wow.
We are progressing. In our first one, we had about 94.
Okay.
Last year, we had over 250.
You don't mean it?
Yes. PWDs and their caregivers. We had around 250.
Then this time you should be expecting more than
In
300.
fact, we are praying that the problem is sponsorship, their TNT in and out. That is the problem. Because we solicit, they don't pay anything. They don't pay anything. It is meant to empower them. So we try to do our best to find every means possible to cater for them for the program.
Now, I want to know what specific activities and workshops will be going on.
Let me start. For this year, for those who are Adventists, they themselves will lead the first, alone with God, your personal prayer life, connection with God. They will lead the normal Sabbath school. Come and see how they use Braille, teach, and they expose biblical passages. Then from there, we will have prayer time. They will be leading everything. And then after that, breakfast. And then we have NGO Mind Builders Africa coming in to train us with skills training.
Okay.
Physical skills and soft skills.
All right.
And then we have 3 Angels Medical Center coming in with health education and then health screening. So during the day, we have these. And then we will go into games. Come and see the blind and the vision impaired football. Last year it was wow.
Okay.
So they do football. We do lime and spoon and all that, sack racing and all that.
I like the smile on Mr. Mafu's face. I think he is trying to recollect what happened last year.
Yes.
Would you want to share some with us, since you were there?
About the games.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How exciting was it?
Very interesting. It's very interesting seeing persons with disability engaging themselves in sporting activities. Actually, for the blind, we have a lot of sporting disciplines that we do. We have one that we call Go Ball.
Go Ball?
Yeah.
How is that one like?
So it's a game that we play with our hands.
Okay.
We have each team being represented by 3 players on the court. So we play with our hands and also rely on the floor to catch when your opponent throw the ball. Then we also play football, the visually impaired. We have blind soccer. So even if you go online and you search blind soccer, you see a lot of blind persons playing football. And other games, we have dominoes, and we are also able to play Owari and other games. And this time, because we have persons with other disabilities like hearing impaired, we are also trying to also incorporate them in the sporting activities. So they may play football or play volleyball. So it's actually going to be interesting. If you indeed want to witness all this, you just have to be with us or come and witness it at Tema Community 6. We will have persons who are also in the wheelchair, also engaging in sporting activities. They have something like wheelchair basketball, then wheelchair races that they can all engage in. So it's actually going to be very interesting.
Now, I am still looking at the smile on your face, the way you are so happy and so passionate about, I mean, the way you are talking about it. I'll try and be there.
Yeah.
I'll try and be there to see you, you jumping on the field. Now, so for Mohammed, let's come to the issue of advocacy. How do you go about it?
In fact, it's a problem. That's why we are here. So you will help us in this aspect. But normally we use the church's activities. When we get opportunity, then we do the advocacy there. But for me, anytime I get to the pulpit, I do speak about it so that we inculcate into our services, especially the sign language. We interpret for them also. So the advocacy is a little bit low, but this year we will do it massively.
Okay, so I just wanted to know what plans you have, because we have some churches or some communities who would have the deaf, how do you call it? Yes,
Hearing impairment.
The hearing impairment, but they do not have anybody to sign for them. And so at the end of the day, I keep on asking myself, what did they get from the service? What plans do you have in place for such people?
In fact, I have plans. Last year, I started training Bubu Ashi church members, about 24 of them, through the sign language. And then they are now at certain road, they can sign the basic ones. So they are getting there. That is a start for us.
Okay, so as you are even talking, I want you to sign so that those who are watching would also get to know. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
For this evening.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. Yes, please do.
We are doing advocacy on the disabled for their various camp meetings, and that will happen at Thema Community 6, where we will gather all of them and then do a preaching of the gospel of God. And man to hear. Let me end it here. I'll be tired.
Thank you. So is that difficult talking and signing at the same time?
It's very difficult talking
it's energy
and
driven.
signing. Yes, it's energy driven. The very day I was sad is when I met two young guys. They were holding our Sabbath school. So I was calling them. No response, so I just tapped on one's shoulder. So when I turned, they were still watching me. I was talking, so I decided to sign back. So, so you can sign? I'm saying yes. And say, you SDA people, you are very selfish. Our parents are Adventists. They buy this book for us and they leave us home. And we are attending JW Church. That is where they sign for us. For that day, I wept. I was so sad. But what can I do? I have to start it somewhere. But where I am, Cape Coast, I do sign. I have one deaf guy at UCC who normally visits us. Anytime he visits, I do sign for him.
Pastor, what is your plan for all this? You are in charge.
Let me even talk about the entire church.
Yes, actually, this is the question.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church has 3A strategy.
Okay.
Awareness, acceptance, action. Awareness. It is time for the church to wake up to accept that we have many of our relatives who are less able, who are having disability. It is time for us to create the awareness that these people are are there and they need the Lord, and the Lord is to use us as vessels. That is the awareness. And so all these that we are doing, we want to appreciate and say thank you to Hope Channel and for Love at Home. These things, we are creating the awareness. The second is to accept them, that they are part of us. They are our relatives. They are God's children. And so if we accept them, then we move to the action. The action is the inclusivity, where we make them to be part of us, and then we make them endowed to showcase what they are endowed with. And so you go to some churches, we have elders, we have Malfo in his local church, it's a singing band church, it's a church singing band member who sings. You go to some churches, they teach Sabbath school. So my point is that with regards to the action, it is time that the church should be intentional about people with disability, that we train. We started deaf schools in 2016, but it is all gone. We started churches like Bobi Ashe. I know my brother at Accra at Prince Emmanuel once in a while. We should have, then I know one lady at Medina. We should have trained people who can sign so that our children and the people we are even inviting to come into the Lord who are hearing impaired should. That is an action to be done. Then we should have our facilities friendly.
That is true.
It's part of the action. Our facilities friendly. 3, we should cater for. Mrs., we are suffering this organization to organize this camp meeting. It is not easy. You go about begging, soliciting, you get yourself drained because you want to put them there for the world to know.
Now, Pastor, you are soliciting for funds to support God's work. You are here. If somebody wants to support, how should they do it?
I came prepared.
Okay, I know.
I have a normal number.
So for me, do that for us. We have an MTN Momo account. Yes.
That is 054 186 0416.
Please say it again. Say it 3 times.
054.
And what name would we see?
Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Okay.
So 054 186 0416. And we have the merchant number too. That is 701914. 701914. That is the merchant's number.
Okay. Now, we come back to we come back to the support, but I want to know what support these persons with disabilities are getting when they join the mother body, like what you are talking about.
In fact, the supports, they feel happy. For example, when they hold the Sabbath school and when they are learning it or teaching and can also make contribution based on what they have, it is a source of joy to them that they are part and parcel of the church. If that things are not there, when they go, they sit down, aloof, not attended to. They are not part. But now we are including them. If we are including them, we have to include them fully. They have to be doing all the activities that are done in the church, from Sabbath school to the divine service. They should be included so that they also feel part of the church. Okay,
so now I'm also looking at the tools that will help them to be able to move along with the masses. And so you talked about the usage of the Braille.
Yes.
How accessible, how easy is it for people to get it, for those who would want to use it?
Oh, we are doing it here. And if you need it, just a contact. If you contact us, you get one. Freely, we are not selling it.
Okay, so but do you have a data, records of where these people are located in the various sectors? The churches where they are?
Yes,
You do?
I have data on it.
Okay.
For example, normally we serve through the universities and the senior high schools where we have the blind students there.
Okay.
And some are in the churches, those who have finished school. For example, we have some in Cape Coast, Winneba, Mankesim, Kitikrache, Kibi, Temali, and Asromaso Kwanta, and Ashanti region, there's a Bechim too. We have some of the individual. But we are not getting all the data as we wish to have. And some too are not educated to read the Braille. That one, if you want to read it, we have time to train you to read, to use it.
Samafo,
No.
are you able to read the Braille?
Yes, I am able to read the Braille.
You learnt it from school?
Yeah, I attended a group on school for the blind.
Okay.
I started from class 1.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I learned the Braille.
Are you able to teach others?
Yeah, I am able to teach others to know how to write and read the Braille.
Wow, that's nice. Now, Pastor, let me come to you.
So we are offering the empowerment, that is to the PWDs.
Yes.
We are offering the awareness to the churches, and then the inclusivity, that is the action, the plans to do. Apart from that, when you come on board with our camp meeting, the first one, we did more of the soft skills.
Okay.
Financial independency and all that. The next year, we did skills with Mind Builders Africa. It was a cross-boundary and MasterCard Foundation program and site savers. So what we did was liquid soap, shower gel, and I think 3 of them.
So this will be economic empowerment.
Yes, yes, and then the skills to you who have something to do. This year we are trying to touch on entrepreneurship, and then a repetition of some of the liquid soaps and the shower gel, and then we will touch on the entrepreneurship, financial, and then education, health education. And then we have 3 Angels Medical Center coming in to do free health screening.
For them.
So these are some of the packages you get, apart from you being, and then the connectivity. When we come together, last year we blessed some of them in marriage.
Yeah.
And so it's all through this connectivity, this camp meeting.
Hey,
oh,
that's nice.
We are praying that the Lord will connect our brethren as we come back again.
Okay. Now, I want you to share a success story of somebody who is a person with disability and has gone through, has been so helpful to himself and others in the Adventist Possibility Ministry. I'm asking this so that if somebody is out there, the person will see the need of joining the Adventist Possibility Ministry and even joining the camp meeting because of the benefits he or she stands to gain.
You want to?
Use that.
Forgive me, but I think I can use my brother Marfo as a test case. Marfo has gone through school, praise to God and his parent or guardian who decided, who saw something good, who did not hide him, but to go to school. And so for our brethren, viewers, our for Odobaniko school, near Ahintabia, no Nyamebwa, man dead, come by educating your child who is having a disability, you endow that child to be sharp, smart, to be more useful. And so the first thing you have to do is that don't hide them, send them to school. Now, Ghana Education Service allow for inclusive education and special education. Ask, know where the child can belong, whether the inclusive one, normal school, now it could be, or that special one. That is one thing you have to do. The people who surrounded Marfo gave him the audience, supported him. And so he has gotten a wife. The wife, because she had a chance to go to an inclusive school, relating to them, was passionate to have Marfo as a husband.
Yes.
And I'm happy that the Lord made me to see a newborn baby in the house. And Mr. Marfo is gainfully working.
Yes.
And I'm happy that this year, the wife has gone to school doing special education.
Wow.
So to me, this is a success story we can. And for those of you who do not know, for the past 4 years, Mr. Marfo has been the Ghana Blind Association, our president.
Oh, okay.
And the joy is that it was through Sofmami, them, the likes of Marfo, Same, Bismarck, Daniel, and the rest. We got to know others, and we have about 2 WhatsApp platforms, and they connect themselves. Because if you leave Macado alone, how will I fish for people with disability? And so our involvement with them, it has even educated me as a director, as a minister of the gospel. I have grown fond and I'm bonded, and I told them whether APM or no APM, for me, I am their life patron.
God be the glory. Yes, so mommy. So mommy, whatever you want to say, me person will can achieve. No, wo kasa wo jiri se dodo na beti ase no. Ka na dwumedi na ya kan nyina bonetofa ema ya tiefo ntie. Mr. Marfo, beba won so ho same.
Yo. Etiefo ye damase. Se nyumremu aya aso na motie ye. E kasa disability a enye bibia o yare a enyina ye wobie. Na mom kwan a yesi wo mo ntimi nye de ye ni bi eno ntini enya disability. Na mom say disability eni ho de a na chese obia betimi aye bibia. Na mom education is the key. So education na anka ho a se Marfo eti he obetimi aba ha na wo adesua wasua from the environment. Say ye do ko school a ye kire environment, the senses in the environment. Environment bia won sense. Into udru a won se madru ha. Inti I can maneuver my way and go. Inti me omo ko school ni e church omo kon be fa so anante. No mo timi e ko ba bi o betimi akobia. The first student a medi kan de ne sha ase e wo braille. Na ma cha ne braille dru ba bi na fe me braille man bi was of my dot ni ba akwa abro so na me say o ye gumani wase. Let me intensify myself.
Yes.
And I'm a boy modern. That time no we no SS na nani fry. Na me person
so he was not born blind.
He was not born blind.
When you mom no nani be fry. So it can happen to anybody.
Anybody.
All right.
No SS2 and nani fry no buy. Na so me ma won tina dem. Me start here na ne ma me mo de no mo mpene so kra. Mo say asofo mo de mo koye adru na mo de ayeyi o se den. But eno na aha me boa no. Ohu bro no wie ne de ne ko akropon koto aso. And ye to UW form samana. That time my husband did well. No boy me to form. And now we are watcha there all man kissing. Into education is the key. Men ka se wo ba no wadi dem enti wo de na ehye baabi. Ye ni pie na akwanya wo ho a ono so betimi aya ahwe no ho ahwe wo ankasa maame ne papa. O feel say onye nipa kra no. There's a way and as akwanya e wo ho mana. Enti mo ma ye mo mo. Na afa ye churches nso ye sere mo elders. Monyo ma wa tu. Enye nsan yare ena bia obi eni afra wo ne san a wonso ani befra. Nka me de nka ayera kra. Ena nye se bia obi a wonte kasa one ne esan ya na so aso asi. Ka me de nka asi. Esan se etoda mo frɛ me say so for mama na adwen no kwa no toto ne nsan. All these names you get it. But if you know whom you are working with, sa di na edebe ma nyina how ebe ma o de anije abo adasama esan se me quotation ba akopa nyankopon de mai o si enko wiase afa na nyina wanka se nipa ne yimim o si obia all manner of people, tribe, tongues and nations, we should preach the gospel to them. And no matter what happens, se nipa na di them only them it was nyankopon asem na kono. That is my motive and my aim for doing that job.
Wow, Samafo. Dia na officer catching. E fa dwumadi hu.
Okay. So I think I can say dwumadie we no abai no eye dwumadie kese a eboa ye persons with disability and eboa church no so in a very significant way. Na enyese mamenka se enyese ye kondo anase eye ya honho ase ye nyina ebe free mu anase across the country ni ebe ba bebom ni abedidi na yada enye no na ye ya honho ha anase enije ye nya wo but si ye nyina ye ba be ye bom ye be bi hiem ni yanso ye nya onyankopon mu do na nije na yasom ye nyankopon ya praise nyankopon no eno ena ye ya honho wo a enye si ye ba be hiem no ena ye nije se ye ba be hiem ene yi ehun sikasem na yi no edoso enti enum no se u approach nkrofo na se wuko ba bi se bia omomo a ya na people intend to look at say that program mu amu ye no some faso eyeden ya no mo hwe the material benefit of it and no ya de ba kwa ehame because I think say that should not be the focus so am be busy omo focus say material benefits be ni be nya film but mo hwe the spiritual benefit the spiritual aspect nya different
emotional.
Yes, this a platform make market say lift up the image of the church as SDA church lift up the image of the church and also say young persons with disability yes so you bet say e bani nyam sumu a yen nyina ye baako yen nyina so we have a share say na yesu ba ya one discriminating no ya we welcome everyone no and also it was a platform a bet welcome obia ama nti me stress and say you focus on the material benefit of it but you share the spiritual aspect say enya ho say ya be hiem na omo nye Adventists now through this program we are able to get them baptized into through this program no cry yetimi train a lot of persons with disability omo nye Adventists and omo the bar through this omo take Adventists ene maase enti obia ote yanka no mesre se fa anigye odo ne fa boa yen ese program na ye betima ye ne ye ne kese ye betima ye ne ye ne ye ne be hye nyame enumunyam ne be pagya the image of the church and so
That's right.
So for Pastor, can we?
and me sama stress no krini because of these barriers aye wo yen sorry no ayi no ama yen microphone be brave omuntimi nkwa so ebi won a or a person with disability but untimi nkwa sorry because or a person with hearing impaired okwa sorry a oni ekoso bia oni ene ekoso wonya access to ne ekoso obi won ma oti hwichem asori a wo kọ no enya accessible untimi yes me wo colleague bia me ni wie investor of Ghana yeah o kaje mo say because of say o dey bia obekọ aso no do one ma at this year page no ye the natural steps and san na what me do as because of that we jai sorry echo every hearing impaired for me brown so complaining so mo kwa yeah because there's no sign language interpreter or interpreting mom be mo ye visually impaired for yeah mo no omo expect say bianca asori aduru asori members ni bi omo for odo na ka bia mo ahwehwe say oh ye nipa yi o wa hinfa na makofa na bia mo de na akwaso na nyina mo bom na mo asom but omo nye no say duru onu ma obi address na wakotra asori na omo forget say ye wo obi nso a
na me for your born child yeah so for afi be so for number ni tuja ebium na fe ye home sokra ne wo sima ba ko pe ne wo kan twoto ne number no ebium
ne amesre me da kwanfo asafo eni Christopher asafo nyina ne se yen sheda we should be intentional. Number 1 conference bia yen evangelism budget no yen hyehyɛ ye se afi bia ye ma no ye be empower omo omo call mu TNT die na betum dia boa Mr. Faka o program ho this cranium nyame ebe shira asafo bia hwe facility wise no kwan ben so betum afa so yema yabusuafo wona onya SDF wo ye community sebi manda so muna so wadi dem sana ya kan no safo no hia marade ye be den na ya twom aba sese ya de ye hia wusika ye hia wo moa ye hia wade bia bubu asasafo ye da mo asimfie mienu ni ne ma ye de amma yen ye ko tema committee 6 number wade be boa yen enie momo 0541 86 0416 0541 86 0418 merchant 16 for 0541 86 0416 merchant number is 70 1914 70 1914 pianso kakere bia kesie bia ye sha se wochena 1st April to 6 ye sha se wochena agi Easter Monday na ye free ho wonya bre ne adaje enso a bra na ebe boa yen unions no nyina aso ya sene afi eye 3 Angels Medical Center aso ya sene heritage aboa yen Accra City ye tuche ede mamo ma ye papa ma mo boa yen conferences ni nyina mo nso ye hwe mo anim ye hwe Meridian ye hwe mo amaka nyina nso anim mommoa ye na dwumadie ye ntime mmoa ye nuane adofo no mo a omo ewo disability nyame enhira.
My lovely viewer, it is a mixed feeling to know that we have people like this with us, yet we try to ignore them. But just as my sister said, the good Bible says we should go out to everybody. There was no discrimination. So please, when you prepare to leave the house to worship, check if that child is going with you or that friend who is disabled is also going with you. We all need to hold our hands together and worship. By so doing, there will be always love at home. Mr. Isaac Mafo, God bless you. I'll come and watch you on your program from 1st to 6th at Tama, Committee 6. I'll be there. Then, Sofuma Ameahin, God bless you for the many and great things you are doing. God bless you. So for your momoni yo, Amen. Now, those traveling from far and near, God will grant everyone traveling mercies. Then this program will be a success. I want to say a very big thank you to Jenica Enterprise for giving me this beautiful fabric, and to Oyetema Fashions for giving me this beautiful design. I am so grateful. Until same time next week when we come into your homes again with another interesting topic. This is Love at Home. I'm Efia Sewa. Good night. Bye-bye.